Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and in the mild, quasi-Mediterranean climate of Lake Garda in the Alps, we have not only the northernmost areas of citrus and olive cultivation in the world, but also the northernmost areas of cultivation of a typical Mediterranean spice, the caper. See it here? This one is already fruiting, but you can still see a couple buds, which are the capers. In the villages of Limone and what was the only one? Gargnano? Of Limone and Gargnano, you have the northernmost caper cultivation area in all of the world. And if you want to buy the northernmost capers in the world, you can actually get them online, especially from a couple little farmers from Gargnano. Well, this beautiful scenery is part of the reason why you can grow lemons here, because the local and the microclimate here is just incredible. And those capers, they seem to flower. They start opening now on this slope, which is shady during the shady in the evening. They start opening now. During the whole afternoon, they were completely closed. The area around Garda Lake is also known as the Mediterranean of the North, because it is really, even in comparison to the other alpine lakes, this one really looks and feels Mediterranean, and it has a lot of records. The northernmost commercial citrus cultivation in the world. Here you can see them. The northernmost commercial olive cultivation in the world. Behind this house there is an olive plantation. The northernmost Mediterranean vegetation in the world is also in this area, although I cannot show it to you right now. This wall here in front of the giant cliffs towering over the town is also covered with capers. And again, big old plants being pruned. Very interesting. If somebody knows an exact reason why those are being pruned in this area, tell me. Massive. I also wonder if they are being tolerated on some walls while removed on others, or how does it work? Why are they so numerous on some walls and completely absent on others? Growing on the walls of an ancient limonaia, a medieval or Renaissance greenhouse for lemons, a lot of capers here. And I don't remember ever having seen such big plants. I mean, we are here in the folds of the Alps, in the valleys of the Alps, at the same geographical latitude as southern Canada, far away from the warm Mediterranean. And look at the size of those caper stems growing out of this wall. They are enormous, and the locals prune them every year. They say around the end of every year, around the end of every season. I guess without pruning they would break away or just block the whole way, but look at that. Those are massive stems, sometimes 6-7 centimeters thick, and when they flower, probably in the early morning hours, this must be amazing, just a pink cloud made of giant flowers. Also, unlike at Lago Maggiore, those are spiny. Well, nowadays Capparis spinosa and Capparis ovata are more or less seen as parts of one complex, but if you would go by the old books, this would be Capparis spinosa, while the variety I found at Lago Maggiore would be Capparis ovata. Now, in the hottest parts of the afternoon, I cannot find a single open flower here. But still amazing, the size of those things. Those are monster caper bushes. Well, for example, around the Lago Maggiore, the capers are quite rare and restricted to the areas very close to the lake. Here they are everywhere. Look at this wall. There are over 20 big plants growing there. Here is a nice plant. No flowers. They seem to flower at a different time of the day. In Lago Maggiore I managed to catch a couple flowers in the early morning, but there are a lot of buds. Something between those two sizes would be the normal size for harvesting. Those are probably gonna open in the night. And here we have the fruits, a couple of them of really good size. Now let's try all those things. First, a bud. Yeah, you can taste the capar. Taste? Phew. But it's bitter. Yeah, almost nice, but not nice enough. Now the leaves. Around here, they are being boiled and then added to salads. Phew. I guess boiling them is a good idea. They're even more bitter. And of course, last but not least, the fruits. I guess the ones for pickling will usually be a bit smaller. Oh, this is so tender enough. Really tender like some vegetable. Like a zucchini, but bitter and spicy. I think I'll stick to pickled capers in all versions. Hours after taking the other videos, now in the evening, the flowers are opening. I think they will be most beautiful during the night, because during the whole day we didn't find a single open flower. Now they are still not in their prime, but already looking a lot cuter than during the hot afternoon hours. Those are also very small. At Lago Maggiore I found flowers about twice this size. Interesting, very small flowers. So folks, this was the northernmost commercial caper cultivation area in the world, here in Limone at Lago di Garda. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich surroundings of Lago di Garda. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.